Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless,
I'd
easy,
eat my
does
grave.
it. In public, hated and love it, the underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. It's the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't have a snipe. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juice to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototypes. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss the death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You were shook when Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Breaks a tackle. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now it's Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
Here's Ajayi, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Detroit!
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And
that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Here's Cooks on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Aguilar has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They run with Ajayi. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by John Johnson.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aaron Donald able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 40.